What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. My name is Nathanael Morton, and today I'm going to take you through a vertical jump training workout for advanced athletes. Okay, if you're a beginner or you're intermediate, you can do this workout, but I would proceed with caution, or I would search another beginner or intermediate workout on my channel. I have plenty of workouts that are less load, less sets, less reps, easier exercises that you could do if you are a beginner or intermediate. This is actually part of my Beyond the Rim 3 vertical jump training program. It's part of my max strength phase, and it uses triphasic training, utilizes French contrast training. So that is why this is an advanced workout. So I would not do this unless you are actually advanced and really want to take your vertical jump to the next level. So here we go. Let's take a look in the app. Today we have a dynamic warm-up. We have reverse dead mills, a little bit of jump rope. We have approach jumps at 25% intensity, 50%, and 75% intensity pyro. We do not have 100% max intensity jumps today. We're only going up to 75% intensity. If we were going up to 100% on my app, it would say 100% intensity. It would say jump session, but we do not have that today. We have concentric focus speed squats. I'm going to use bands as well, so speed squats with bands. And then we had superset that with depth jumps, superset with dumbbell squat jumps, superset with sprints, which I'm actually going to do box jumps instead because I'm at home and I don't have room for sprints. So that's 4 exercises in a row. Heavy squats, depth jumps, dumbbell squat jumps, and box jumps, back to back to back to back. That is the French contrast training, and I will explain more once we get there. And then we have one last superset. It is Nordic curls, superset with band good morning. So let's get to it and let's make some gains. First things first, guys, I'm going to drink some C4. This is a pre-workout, and if you want me to do another video explaining pre-workouts to you, I can. This C4 pre-workout, which I'm going to take before my workout, is not as good as you might think it is. So if I'll put the label on the screen somewhere here, but this vitamin B6, vitamin B12, calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, it all sounds very good. But if you look over at the milligrams and the daily value, less than 1% of your daily value, 3% of your daily value, 2% of your daily value, it's really not enough to do anything for you. It just makes the label look better. What I'm looking for is the caffeine, right? We want the caffeine before we do our workout so that we can get amped up and get a better workout, essentially. Another thing, guys, is if we look at the C4 Sport Performance Blend, it says 4.9 grams total for this entire blend. So it means all of this blend makes up 4.9 grams. And the first ingredient is micronized creatine monohydrate. So as most of us know, we need 5 grams minimum of creatine monohydrate to be as effective as possible. 5 grams, which is why I have this extra creatine here. But these pre-workouts sometimes aren't as good as we think they are, because if there's only 4.9 grams total in that entire blend, and micronized creatine monohydrate is the first one, there might be, 3.3 grams of that. But why aren't you just putting 5 grams if that's what we know is most effective? So that's why I'm going to also add micronized creatine into my pre-workout shake. But what I'm drinking this for is the caffeine, essentially. But if you want me to do another video on breaking down proteins or pre-workouts or any other supplement, then let me know down in the comment section and I will do so. But I'm gonna drink this and get into my workout.
It's toes. Yeah. The summer's over, but the heat's not gone. I'll thank JD cause this beat's so bomb. Yeah. I stopped writing and the world stopped too. I guess this earth is a reflection of you. I'm on this pilgrimage, I'm hunting where the millions is. I'm lost inside my mind, but that's okay, that's where the brilliance is. My toes is in the sand, but I hate the water. Keep my family proud like Oscar, life's a story, I'm the author. And if it don't lift you up, then it's gonna drag you. And if you don't cut them ties, then they gon' have you. I love this beat, but I can't afford the lease. So when I drop this heat, I won't tag you.
All right, guys, so we just did the dynamic warm-up, which is just a general warm-up to get the blood flowing, get you sweating a little bit. We did the reverse dead mills, which is a VMO warm-up to get the muscles warm. Then we did jump rope, 3 sets of 1 minute to get the tendons warm and the central nervous system warm. Now we are going to do some jumps, some approach jumps off of our right foot, our left foot, our right left 2-foot approach, and our left right 2-foot approach. And those are all 4 approaches. We're going to practice those, number 1, to warm up our central nervous system a little bit more, but also to solidify the neural pathway in our brain. Remember, 10,000 hours to develop a skill, to master a skill. So if we want to get good at jumping, we need to practice jumping. We need to practice our right foot, our left foot, our right left, and our left foot approaches. Do it over and over and over. Put the reps in. So that's what we are about to do today. So let's get it. I'm going to put it up to 9 feet for my 25% jumps. So I'm not jumping as high as I can. 25% intensity. So that's a little baby jump. I am barely jumping. So 9 foot for that. Then I'll put it at 9'6", 9.5 foot for my 50% jumps. And then all that I'm going to today is my 75% jumps. I'll put it to 10 feet, which is a regulation basketball hoop. So that's all I get to. For me, for 100% max intensity jumps, I would be dunking off of all 4 approaches, but I'm not gonna get there today. 10 foot is the max, but right now we got 9 foot, 25% jumps, so let's go.
Fuck the IRS, I ain't get a stimulus. I owe the weed man 30, but he ain't getting this. Like, I'll see you Friday. I'm rolling up in the driveway till I'm sideways, yeah, I'm bent. My eyes low cause I'm spent. My pockets hurting, no bottle service. Don't have it all, but somehow it's perfect. No Adderalls and no time for perkies. Act like you love me, but it's on the surface. Life's a game, mine's a circus on a unicycle. Racing all my rivals with a flat tire, still got the title. Fuck death, I only know survival. But I don't care how it goes down, I won't rest in peace in my hometown. I was built different, never guilt tripping. If it's hard times, learn to deal with it. On my worst days, yeah, I'm still winning. All smiles like I'm still grinning. Bullshitting cause I'm still silly. I embrace the dark, look, I healed in it. Cause there were days I was depressed and wasn't eating. And I spent nights on earth just thinking how to leave it. To all the children struggling, just know you'll beat it. You're stronger than some armor, there's no need to find a reason. Cause I'm seriously happy. I put down the drugs and avoided distractions. I don't know what happened. Got lost on the ship and forgot I'm the captain. I love me the action. The lights in the camera, they pull out the passion. I gotta have it. The millions of platinums they put on the track list. I know I'm the average. I'm leading the people, avoiding the evil. Searching for freedom inside a cathedral. I smell like it's legal. I smell like legal. I smell like legal.
Alright guys, that is it for the warm-up and the approach jumps. We are completely done with our warm-up. We fired up our central nervous system. We fired up our muscles, got them nice and warm. We fired up our tendons, got them nice and warm. Now we are getting into the squats. By the way, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. Click the bell so that you never miss another video. But we are done with all this. Let's get into the squats and let's keep working. So we have 10 sets of squats. And I know that seems like a lot, but we have 6 warm-up sets of squats, warming all the way up to our 4 working sets. So we have full deep squats with 30% of our 1 rep max, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80% of our 1 rep max. So it's going to be a warm-up, but it's going to get harder and harder and turn into working sets. But then sets 7, 8, 9, and 10 are going to be joint angle specific squats with 92% of our 1 rep max. And what that means is the specific angle of your knees, your hips, and your ankles, the same angle that you jump with when you do a vertical jump. That is the angle that you want to be squatting with for these joint angle specific squats. 92% of our 1 rep max. In those last 4 sets, we are actually going to be doing our supersets. This is our French contrast training. So we're going to superset that immediately with depth jumps, 4 reps, dumbbell squat jumps, 4 reps, and I'm not gonna do sprints. I'm going to do box jumps, and I'm gonna do 4 reps of that as well.
Young beast mode from the East Coast. A young kid with a West Coast feel. And I don't even know how the West Coast feel. I'm from where it's cold, the city made of steel, where a lot of niggas fold, only a couple keep it real right. Back still, keep it real tight. Keep 2 L's just like Cool J. My heart's cold as Ice Cube, praying it's a good day. I'm at a crossroads, but in a good way. I got money on my line, I got bitches trying to fuck all the time. Give a fuck what you crying about. We grown, baby, ain't nothing I'ma lie about. I'm over being underappreciated, so medicated to understand the greatest. Philanthropistic, alchemistic dreams. Overdose from drugs, then at the scene, and the only time
Okay, so I'm finished with my 6 working sets. I did 3 reps of 45 pounds, 95 pounds, 135, 185, 225, and 275. Now I'm getting into my 4 working sets. I'm gonna use 315 pounds. I'm also going to use these bands, and I'm going to use a box. You don't need to use the bands. I like the bands just because it gives a little bit of variety, makes it more fun, gives it more tension up the top. And I like to use a box for touch and go squats just because those are my favorite types of squats. This is a concentric day in my app, so it's down and up as fast as possible. You always want to be going as fast as possible on the way up to increase your strength, your rate of force development, because those are the 2 keys that will give you a higher vertical jump. So let's get it. We're supersetting these with depth jumps, with dumbbell squat jumps, and box jumps. Here we go.
At the scene, and the only time I feel alive is when I'm about to die, surrounded by them sinners. Wish you were around to see the face of the kid that's meant to lead the human race. Smile for me, all the people looking out for me. They outweigh all the people that be doubting me. And I know my mom proud of me, cause when she's old, mama living in the house with me. Even though I smoke weed, even though I'm hard-headed, even though I got a soft spot for the wrong women, I can't believe that I seen another birthday. Dark thoughts got me feeling in the worst way, but I got good fans and better friends, and they all gon' rock to the end. And if you're not feeling that, it's cool, I got a pill to crack. I'm 23 with some bills to stack, like ooh. And I know it's been a long way coming, but I ain't going nowhere soon. And I know it's been a long way coming. And I'm underrated, over anxious, not patient, cause I hate waiting. I never thought life would be like this. I lost friends and they still alive, looking in the mirror like, who am I? They all ask how I get this nice, like, check it. Dog, I ate a beef for breakfast, by lunch all I'm thinking about is seconds. Cross on my neck, I ain't worried about the reverend, he gon' understand. For a man living right ain't easy, smoking gas till my pipes get wheezy. Need ice for the dabs, if not then I might get queasy. Towel underneath the door, dog, it might get steamy. Been off for a while, but I'm back now. Now I came a long way since my first mixtape. On my way, ain't no way I'm going back now. And I never lay eyes on the competition. They ain't doing what I'm doing, they ain't competition. And I wonder what's next for me. If it's the gates, then I'm showing up extra clean with ecstasy. Peace, love, sex, and dreams is all we got. Kings and queens, but we all forgot. But I'm here to bring your memory back and stay away from them niggas if they energy whack. Because fake love's the only love that I don't miss. They be mad when I shoot cause it's all net. You a flop, ain't no way that you got next. You never change, dog, no wonder you ain't got sense. So high I fell asleep in the cockpit, doing drugs that'll open up my conscience. I just wanna be free, I don't wanna get deep. Looking in the mirror, I just wanna see me. And I know it's been a long way coming, but I ain't going nowhere soon. And I know it's been a long way coming.
Alright guys, so couple things. On the squats, down and up as fast as you can. Maximum strength, rate of force development is what we are trying to build here. Obviously with good form, okay? So if you're super heavy but you have bad form, obviously don't do that. Go down a little bit in weight, make sure your form is optimal, and then go as heavy as you can with good form, as fast as you can with good form. Once you get to your depth jumps, okay? I'm dropping off of a 24-inch box. I wouldn't start with a 24-inch box. I would start with a 12-inch box. Do it for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Then go to an 18-inch box, a week, maybe 2 weeks. Then get to a 24-inch box if your body is okay with this workout. If your knees are screaming at you, if you feel super fatigued, your central nervous system is screaming at you, obviously do not increase the height of the box that you drop off of. The box that you jump onto, you can jump as high as you want to jump. I'll probably increase this another 6 inches as of right now. If you don't have another box to jump onto, you could drop off of a box and then just jump straight up into the air. You don't have to jump on another box. You could just jump up into the air if you want to do that. With the dumbbell squat jumps, we are working on the stretch reflex and the stretch shortening cycle. Okay, so we're going down and up as fast as you can, okay? And you're gonna be fatigued after the heavy squats and after the depth jumps. If you saw, I'm holding 20-pound dumbbells. I'm not jumping as high as I am jumping as high as I possibly can, but I'm not getting that high off of the ground because I'm fatigued. That is the point of it. That is the point of French contrast training. Heavy load, then a lighter load, then a sub-maximal heavy load, and then the lightest load possible with the box jumps. Also, do not do this workout more than 2 times per week. I would do this on a Monday and on a Friday, and then on Wednesday you could put a smaller workout in the middle, but I wouldn't do depth jumps. I wouldn't do French contrast training more than 2 times per week. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna increase the height of this box, and I got 3 more sets. Another thing, rest 3 to 5 minutes after your full giant set. So a superset is 2 exercises, tri-set is 3 exercises, a giant set is 4 exercises or more, back to back to back to back. Rest 3 to 5 minutes in between. Let's go.
I was two-stepping in the wrong direction. She would drive me crazy, I almost missed the exit. But I let that girl, she never missed a message. No FaceTime, but always had a connection. In the daytime, would always show affection. In the nighttime, was swallowed by depression. Despite it all, she gave all her efforts. Pulled me out of those dark endeavors. And I owe it all to those people that believed in me when I ain't believing me. They don't know how much that means to me, cause I'm way too blessed to be feeling so stressed. And I'm way too young to be thinking about death, cause I'm way too special, way too clever. Life's too short to be thinking about forever. My soul's too light to be thinking about the devil like, oh, don't care if it's cool. I'm worried about me, I don't care about you. Got nothing to prove, and I got nothing to lose. But I got something to do, don't play by the rules. Want all the smoke like a jewel. No, I can't talk, I'm recording with Jewel. Acting a fool, smoking cause that's what we do. No cap, I don't run with a crew, I just run with a few that's gonna make it shake. No, I got the belt like a heavyweight. Feeling like I can blow any day. Feeling like I can go any day. Lil' Jordy.
Okay, so we are done with our giant set. Done with the squats, the depth jumps, the dumbbell squat jumps. They're like quarter squat jumps. And then the box jumps. We finished our 4 working sets. So now we have 1 superset left. We have Nordic curls, superset with band good morning. So this is a weightlifting belt. So a belt that you use to put around your waist. I'm actually going to put it around my ankles and strap myself into the bench for my Nordic curls. I have I think 4 sets of 6 reps, maybe 3 sets of 6 reps, but I know I have 6 reps. Then immediately superset with 10 reps of band good morning. So I'm gonna do 1 warm-up set of Nordics to get my hamstrings a little bit warm, and then we will do our working sets. Let's get it. All right, so I'm done with my warm-up set of Nordics, my warm-up set of band good mornings. When you do the band good mornings for your working set, you want to do 10 reps as fast as possible, down and up as fast as possible. For the Nordic curls, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have been slacking on my Nordic curls. I can do them full range of motion on a flat bench, but I mean, 4 sets of 6 reps on a flat bench, I can almost guarantee is not going to happen for me today because I've been skipping my Nordic curls and I've been doing barbell Romanian deadlifts instead. And one thing about Nordic curls is that if you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't continuously do Nordic curls 2 times per week, you start to get, you start to regress, and I cannot do what I once did for Nordic curls, but I'm gonna see what I can get and then only go up from here. So here we go. All right, guys, so Nordics went better than I thought. I started cheating at the end. I started poking my butt out and kind of cheating on my Nordic curls, but I got more than I thought. I got 6 reps. They were an ugly 6 reps, but my first 2 or 3 reps, they looked pretty good. Okay, 3 supersets total, so I got 2 more sets of Nordic curls and 2 more sets of band good mornings, and then we are done. So let's kill it. Let's finish strong. Last 2 sets, let's make them our best 2 sets. Here we go. Guys, so that is it. We are done and we finished strong. This was a vertical jump workout for advanced athletes. So guys, If you want me to coach you personally, it is $20 a month. You get access to every single one of my programs, Beyond the Rim 1, 2, 3, and 4, Upper Body Athlete 1, 2, 3, and 4, my Indestructible Knees program if you have knee pain, my Athlete Nutrition Manual so that you learn everything you need to about nutrition, and eventually my ball handling program, which I am eventually going to create, and that will be a part of my members programs as well. Link will be in the description. $20 a month for all of that, and I coach you through it, and you get access to my app. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Shop the merchandise, get the members programs if you want to, and comment jump down below if you want a free vertical jump training program. I am still giving that away, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I won't rest in peace in my hometown. I was built different, never guilt tripping. If it's hard times, learn to deal with it. On my worst days, yeah, I'm still winning. All smiles, look, I'm still grinning. Bullshitting, cause I'm still silly. I embrace the dark, look, I healed in it. Cause there were days I was depressed and wasn't eating. And I spent nights on earth just thinking how to leave it. To all the children struggling, just know you'll beat it. You're stronger than some